Here we go again. How are you all? So I just put on the most shimmery outfit that I had, and I think this goes perfectly because we're moving on from the TTPD era to a more shimmery era. So I feel like it's literally putting shimmer to everything that we went through. Where do I start from? I had to literally not open my Instagram because I kept getting like the first thing on my timeline would be a spoiler because that's what my Instagram is for, that's what my Twitter is for. It's a proper fan account almost, so I can never escape any kind of spoilers. I mean, I'm always the first person to watch because somebody else will ruin it for me. Honestly, it's been crazy busy at work and in my social life. So I honestly was just looking for like one space where I could just sit and go through it and be in the zone for it. I wanted to be in the showgirl zone. I just hope that it's everything I dreamed and then some more. I am so afraid to just hit play. Then it's right here. You can see. I have it open. I'm just unable to hit play. I'm just unable to hit play. Are we ready? Are we ready to go on a little adventure? You can see that's my vanity. I pretty much have a showgirl theme going on every day. I get ready like that. So I think it was just apt to have that in the background when I do this because it's giving showgirl. I'm nothing if not a showgirl. My life is a public spectacle because I make sure it is. Even though it's nobody else, I just feel very performative in an everyday life. Honestly, I'm extremely excited. There are few songs that I'm really looking forward to. I'll just quickly make my guesses before I jump into it. Fate of Ophelia, I really feel like it's going to be about how um, all the love stories that she's been a part of, how she had almost given up on it, right? Era's tour, we see her crying on stage, everything is happening, and that's where the love of her life happened. It's just when you let go and you're like, okay, maybe love isn't for me. When you're the biggest man hater is when the most greenest of green flags comes into your life. I feel like it could be around something like that. I'm not sure. Oh, father figure. I just heard that it's been interpolated for the actual father figure song. And I have heard a lot of people say that it's in their top five. I'm so excited to listen to this. I mean, father figure has always been like a controversial topic in my head, so I'm just extremely excited about it. Actually, romantic. I feel like it's like an upgraded version of So High School, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Cancelled. I feel like we're going back to like an overshadow of the Reputation era, and also how people who should actually be cancelled are not being cancelled. They always keep coming back, but if she breathes the wrong way, she gets cancelled. So, like, I'm really excited to see what that's going to be about. Elizabeth Taylor, again, we saw a lot of Easter eggs in the pop-up, the Spotify pop-up that was there. So, really excited to see what this is going to be about. Eldest daughter. I'm the only daughter, but I'm sort of like in the senior zone with my cousins on both sides. So, I'm extremely excited to see what this would be about because I have always related a lot to the eldest daughter memes because I tend to take on that role, right? Wish list, I think is just gonna be about how Taylor unapologetically is just, going about her life and being like, you know what, if I want it, I'm getting it. I love that for her and for ourselves as well. Honey, I just feel like it's gonna be very like a condescending honey. I don't know why that's where my brain is going to first, but you know how somebody says honey, oh, that way of using the word honey. I think that's what this song is gonna cover. Opalite, no doubt, it's the Libra stone. It's gonna be about Travis Kelsey, there's no doubt about it, and his eyes, and it's just gonna be how that's his. Somebody said her aura is moonstone just because he was high, but she's now realized that it's actually an opalite or something like that. Ruin the friendship. I'm thinking we're gonna talk about BL here a bit. Really excited about this one. That has been the most convincing theory that I have heard. So, pretty excited and looking forward to that. Wood. I feel like even though it's named wood, it would be about WOULD wood. Just an interplay. I don't want to I don't want to say something and then just fall flat on my face. So I'm just giving very generic overviews. And the life of a showgirl is definitely going to be with Sabrina following the footsteps of Taylor and how they have seen the world and how has it all turned out for them as a showgirl, giving hits and concerts and being ridiculed for every little thing that they do. I feel like this definitely is going to be a banger. Are we ready now? Are we? Do we dare? Okay. Okay, here we go. I heard you calling alone. As legend has it, I might have just calling to me, myself, and I. Travis Kelce! Guys, never in a million years did I ever imagine that the fate of Ophelia is gonna be about how Travis took her out of the prophecy, took her out of the fate of Ophelia, saved her from the fate of Ophelia. Oh my god! I heard you calling on the megaphone. You want to see me all alone. The megaphone. Okay, just because that Mike just acted as a megaphone because he made it everyone's business to know that he can't meet her on the podcast and that he wants to see her. He saw her crying on stage and the Era store, and she had almost given up. I saw my loyalty to me, myself, and I before you lit up my sky. She had given up, right? She's like, okay, my 6-year relationship is not working. Somebody I was even ready to get paper rings from, like that didn't work out. So she had almost given up, and then he came around. And Alone in My Tower, I'm thinking of the Bejeweled music video Tower, um, that she ends up in, that she was ready, right? She was like, okay, she took it from the king. She did not take the proposal. She took everything, and then she's just happy in her castle all by herself. And then Travis happened. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave, the reputation grave, because that's where the Joe story started. Oh god. Can we just talk about the how sultry the song is? I mean, I just want to be like this. Who would have thought a Shakespearean tragedy song is gonna be like this? It's giving wow. Instant banger. Right off the bat, we've got a banger on our hands, bro. Wow. Just wow. How far have we come, guys? From negotiating her way out of the prophecy to somebody coming and saving her from the fate of Ophelia, not just going mad that love isn't working. I'm in a similar space, right? I'm a huge romantic. I don't hold back when it comes to love. So if I'm interested in somebody, I'm just like, yes, we are keeping it 100, right? But sometimes it's never enough. You're never chosen, It's always something else that's bigger and more important that puts you aside. It makes you very dismissible. And then you think, I was ready to give up everything for this. Is this not what love is? Am I dumb to am I stupid? Have I not learned my lessons? Is something wrong with me? Do I need to get better? You start evaluating, and it just is so demotivating. And I think one of the reasons why I love Taylor Swift is because she is a hopeless romantic like most of us, and it has paid off. Her, Selena Gomez, these are girls who wrote about love songs and made us dream with them. And I still am a dreamer, right? I'm still looking for my love story, but it gets extremely demotivating when you keep giving your heart out, keep being vulnerable, keep being open, keep being honest to the process, and it just turns into another trauma lesson and not exactly the love of your life. Even though it has all the signs, right? And then just something like this comes alive and you're like, wow, so maybe that's why this did not work out. Maybe that's why, you know, all of that now makes sense. I thought I was chained to that fate, but no, there's redemption. Wow. God bless Travis. God bless Travis. Next up, we have Elizabeth Taylor, her namesake, and we have this. Yeah, this is the visualizer we have for it. Super excited what one legend has to say about the other. Here we go. Elizabeth Taylor, do you think it's forever? Just to be me. Cry my eyes wide if I can't have you. Okay, so I'll admit I don't know much about Elizabeth Taylor. Not exactly the biggest name when it comes to India, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to generalize, but I honestly have had the misfortune of not being very acquainted by her lore. And sadly, even in my prep, I couldn't really read up much about her. But I just knew that she was extremely popular and had a similar critique about having failed love stories, just like Taylor, and always ridiculed, which is pretty much every other woman in the show business, right? But Portofino, I'll have to probably check what these are. I'm looking at Genius lyrics now. 4 of her honeymoons. Wisteria covered terrace. I want auroras and sad prose. I want to watch wisteria grow right over my bare feet because I haven't moved in years. Turns out Taylor hasn't moved from Elizabeth Taylor's engagement um, at the Hotel Splendido terrace of Portofino, where there was a wisteria covered terrace. Noted. Under bright lights, I just feel like it's not just fame, but also about the paparazzi, you know, the paparazzi covering them. That was a huge issue in all of Taylor's past relationships. I feel like that again is what Under Bright Lights really covers. She's a celebrity. What do you want? Like, to dim her light, not shine bright, say no to, oh my god, no. You know what? My partner doesn't like that. I get a lot of attention. Guys, if you want an average woman, go date an average woman. Don't take an exceptionally skilled, amazing, classy, talented woman and make her mediocre. Karma will come for you. Okay? Bin number 1, but I never had to. How when she won the award for 1989, the Grammy, she said, I was on stage, but I didn't have anyone to share it with. Always alone in her success. Like, that's the price women pay for being successful, because you don't have a partner who has the appetite for her success, like, and her growth. Yes, girl, yes. No more settling for paper rings. We are getting the whole fucking court in our hands. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Basically, how every time, I mean, Taylor did not get married, right? Elizabeth Taylor did end up getting married and divorced and again. And it's not that she's collecting rings, it's just that she always thought it's gonna be the one. Like, I found it. I found it. He's the one. He is the one. And then, I mean, I keep getting these memes that girls always say he's my world, and this is like 4th world in this year, and it's like she's building a solar system or something. But can you imagine the pain of going through so many heartaches so many times? Like, you're open, you trust easily. I mean, you believe in love, you want love, and you keep going for it, and you're just ridiculed for it because you want companionship. People are doing worse things out there, but this is the biggest problem men have, or people have, that women are looking for love. Make it make sense. A beautiful homage. Honestly, song wise, I think she just set up a very high expectation with the Fate of Ophelia. It just was a banger way to open this. So Elizabeth Taylor, I think I might have to re-listen a few times to just like get the lore of it. I'll see a lot more theory videos and educate myself so I can appreciate the video a lot more, song a lot more. But if you know of any lores, please comment down below. I would love to hear them. Anyways, moving on to the next song, Opalite. This I just know for sure that this is going to be about Travis Kelce. There's no doubt about it. So much to relate right off the bat. My brother used to call it not Austin getting a space yacht. And just to like make fun of her eating out of the trash of missing lovers past. Yeah, like Midnights, TTPD, they sort of went back to the past stories, right? They sort of regurgitated those stories. She keeps replaying them in her head, and it's giving sleepless nights, it's giving unable to move on, still at the restaurant, picking up trash, raccoon behavior. I thought my house was haunted. I'm seeing the anti-hero ghosts, all the past eras, just each era dedicated to a person just haunting her. And all the perfect, oh, too relatable. All the perfect couples say, when you know, and when you don't. Huh? I really hope someday I relate to that, but right now when I hear that, it just triggers me. I'm like, I've known every time. I just felt like, yeah, this is it, this is it, this is it. But only I end up feeling that way. But my mama told me through the light, it's night. Mama Swift! Oh my lord, don't we try to love, and that's when we Oh my god. I love how she switched it from her brother, then Mama Swift, and then suddenly it's about I told you this because you had a similar story. You went through a lot of lovers and you always thought that this is the one. And apparently, that person just ended up using you. Been there, done that. Come on here, baby. We made the perfect pair. All the friends, they've all. Oh god, this really reminds me of how did it end? You know, people asking her that. Okay, new story. How did it end? And always waiting for it to end. And here they've seen it before, and they'll see it again. And this time, the sky is opalite. You're big. It somehow ties back to the bigger than the whole sky as well. That um, there are no goodbyes. There's nothing. I have the sky now. I have the sky now. The sky is mine and it's opalite and it's just beautiful. I thought just like a song ends, everything is gonna end, but this just feels endless like the sky, right? And this person brought their own sunshine in her midnights, and wow. And the sky is now opalite. It's a bright, beautiful day, beautiful sunny day. Love it. I love it. So this song gives me such a montage of two people falling in love in the early 2000s rom-com. Somebody's just going to the malls together, going to a fun fair together, just falling in love. Two people who were so wrong, probably dating the wrong people. They get into agreement and they're just seeing each other and they're like, wow, this is fun. This is actually good. We've had our same battles and now we're together, and somehow this just feels very easy, and you just make my days brighter now. And it's such a dancey, I'm sure I'm gonna be dancing to this song in my room. Like, I'll just be like banger, banger, banger. Oh, guys, we have finally come to Father Figure, and you have no idea how badly I've been looking forward to hear this out. It's just to prep for this, I've been incessantly just playing in my hand. I could be your father figure. It's giving daddy. It's giving daddy energy. I, huh? I. Okay. I'm hitting play.
Frizz killing your vibe? Fend off a Frizzaster with Matrix Mega Smooth.
I mean,
Same
I
green
know.
formula now.
Mommy.
Because my day's better. This ask for I'll be your nigga. I do deals with the devil because my day's better. I know this on foolish decisions. Turns out my dick's bigger. I got the know you're drowning. Who's the man who covered up your scandals? How does your father feel?
Oh my god! Wow. I feel like the portrait above the mantle is somewhere referenced in the Spotify pop-up. I can't precisely place a finger on how, where, what, but I'm sure there's a portrait. It's like you've always been, looked up to, and now that I took you in my shelter, I become your nemesis, because then if you want to proceed or become bigger in this industry, then you need to defeat me. So my protege, the way she says, my protege, you should know your place. Yeah, this is giving Godfather, but like Godmother. And I think she has been like the fairy godmother to a lot of new people who entered the industry. Wow. This is just blowing my brain up in so many levels. Just step into my office. Our chairman's office. Mahogany grain. I really want to understand what mahogany grain is. She never says ring, right? She would say a silver uh, well or something that my finger dipped into. Like it's never one proper, very simple to understand word. Oh my god, the D line though. I think it's just extremely apt for her. She can make deals with the devil. She can basically make you famous because she's got bigger audacity. She has rewritten the music industry in so many ways, from revising how contracts are made, music contracts are made, from the legendary $1 lawsuit that she fought. Where do I even start and end with? It's just endless. Like your association with her name is enough to like catapult you. Look at NFL numbers now, just because a guy had a crush. Wow, this is such a play on her calling SB as her father figure, and now she's realized that I was the father figure. I was the one working. You got the credits. You made it look like it was because of you that I was getting all of this. I am the one who did everything. Those were my songs. Those were written by me. Those are my lived experiences. Wow. If you're messing with me, if you think you can do better without me after having used me, you will be dead before you even know it. Your nemesis will defeat themselves before you get the chance to swing. The empire belongs to me. Again, very, very casually just saying that this empire that I've built of my fans, my fandom, my work, my art, and the whole empire that we saw in the Bejeweled one as well, right? This empire belongs to me. Like you thought you can corner me in a castle? Like I was the ungrateful wench. Guess what? The entire empire now belongs to me, bitch. Love it. What do we have next? The song is such a banger. The melody is such a banger. I honestly was expecting an outro to be the I could be your father, or at least start from it. I was really expecting that to come in some or the other way, but nevertheless, really amazing. Oh my god. Okay, now comes the most scary fifth track, and we all know, we Swifties know, the lore of the fifth song, Eldest Daughter, is gonna be heart crushing, the most vulnerable. Am I ready for it? No. Am I gonna go for it? I might have to push through. Yes. Here we go.
New look now in a hot new look. With amino acid and shea butter, defy frizz for 4 days. Used by over 1 lakh hairstylists. Mega smooth only from Matrix. Now also available sulfate free. Everyone's on all uniqueness. I've been too cool. Smooth operate.
Yeah, this sounds like a track 5.
Somebody's backyard. I was alive.
Fuck.
Eldest Daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. So we all dressed up as wolves. We looked fire. But I'm and savage. Beautiful.
I think it takes no genius to figure out which was the line that had me on a chokehold. I started with it, I understood that okay, this is all about like acting like you have a tough skin. You can do this with a broken heart. And this is something I've been discussing with my friends. Like, no matter how many times you've been hurt, you never find it in your heart to hurt someone else. If you know that I'll do this, but it'll hurt that person, you will avoid doing it. Firstly, another trait of being a pathological people pleaser is that you will always avoid doing the thing that might hurt someone else. And when push comes to shove, where you're like, okay, I really need to do this for myself, otherwise I just end up, erasing myself completely. And when you bring that up with the other person, you always make sure that they get the story, they get your point, they know that you over explain to the point where it's crystal clear to them as to you were not trying to hurt them. This is not a malicious thing that you're trying to do. You really need to do this to survive. I have to do this, or I literally have no other way to survive. When you're a child, you're free, like she said in Seven. I want to go back when I could just cry down the aisle and it's acceptable. Your outburst is acceptable. Like, nobody really questions why she's throwing that tantrum. Like, I have started going to the gym to just get my anger out. I have daily anger pent up, frustration pent up, and because I'm too scared to take actual steps towards it, towards actually making, actually working on it, I just end up going to the gym, exerting myself, pushing myself, and thinking, that might help. It does help to some extent, like physical labor always helps, but yeah, if you're hurt, there are different ways to deal with it, right? First, you go back into hurting them, but you're a good person, you don't do that. Secondly, you then start, you know, lying to yourself. Okay, probably it wasn't that bad. I didn't even want it. I'm just happy that the good parts happened. You know what? It ended that badly. It's fine. Like, it was probably meant to happen. Probably I'm not meant for this. Probably, and this is something I'm actively going through, right? I mean, no matter how many times you've made yourself vulnerable, try to put yourself there, but when things don't work out consistently, and it always makes it look like you're at fault, but it's just life. When I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie. It just hurts a very different part of me because I have gone into that full blown rage of saying that. I mean, for a awfully romantic person like me, I really lied out of my ass saying that I don't believe in marriage. I do. If there's one thing I believe in, is that humans are not meant to grow old alone. I'm not saying it needs to be romantic companionship. I do crave companionship. That's the word I call it, because I want to experience life with people. I love this. I love going through life with people, growing through life with people, and I just can't say I'm better off alone. I'll say that, but that's only because it's like a grapes are sour situation, and this just hit. Yeah. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. I had to do a quick fit check for that because how fucking true. How fucking true. Like, I look fire because you don't want to get into the mess that's behind this. Are you even ready for it? I might share my daily stories. I might share how something makes me feel, but it's also a very cerebral discussion for me, right? Evaluating life. But when it comes to actually sharing the depths of how I feel shameful, how I feel embarrassed, how I feel lonely, how I feel desperate sometimes, how I feel utterly useless, pointless, all of these things I never really get to share with someone. And then when I do and they disappear out of my life, it just feels like here we go again. Wow. I know a track 5 is always gonna kill me, but like, dude, oh. I seriously, mm, mm. Wow, my head is starting to ache. Oh, okay. Basically, no matter what happens, we never break that vow. We keep our promises. Banger. Okay, so I'm so excited for the next one because I have a theory that this was about you know who. Now, if it's not, I'll be very pleasantly surprised to see what this would be about. Like, is this the friendships that she has ruined of other people, or is this the same one that I'm thinking of? I'm like really excited to dive into this one. I'm just all about. I'll be like this, huh? Huh? Swiftie said, "Mommy, are you cheating?" This gives me a very similar vibe as to how I felt during Forever Winter and when I heard the story about it. I mean, how do you add death to a song like this? I never in a billion years could have imagined that this would be the plot. You know, when it started off, I thought, oh wow, she's thinking like, okay, how Travis and her like probably tried being friends, but then they're like ruined the friendship. He's nowhere to be there. This I feel like is about the same person, like probably feeling bad that that person had a crush on her and he was probably not in a great relationship, but being like, you know what, if you found happiness in me, we could have just gone with it because what the hell? You died early, like instead of always thinking better than to ask it all your life, I could have just done that. And here she's saying, let's ruin the friendship. The way I'm thinking, the way it's named also, and me not Taylor, the names are for a reason. I just feel like ruin the friendship, the title itself is more of like, we are not ruining the relationships we were in because they felt insignificant compared to the price I was paying of not being with you, in hindsight at least. Probably I could have been braver and like could have taken that step instead of staying in this thing that didn't make me feel half as alive as that one possibility made me feel with you. Fuck, ruin the friendship. I mean, I would not advise this to a lot of people I know because they do that pretty effortlessly. But I still don't get that this is a theme in this album, the life of a showgirl. I'm trying to think, how does this really, is it that public persona that she has to maintain? Like, she, Taylor can't be the one cheating on someone, right? So why don't we save that same grace for people in the public sphere? Unless they do something really bad, which we are not accounting for. Anyways, we move on to the next track, which is actually romantic. This I had predicted is going to be about Travis. Let me see. It could be, you know, like the new romantics where please leave my hand, please leave me stranded. It's so romantic. I feel like there could be a twist like that. But let's see.
Freeze killing your vibe? Fate
You are killing my vibe.
Argue in the cracks and then you see hold me face. Some people might all the time you frantic. I really got and is everything like you do. And me for one purse. That's how much it hurts. And we always talking about actually sweet. All the time you spent flirting with me. I might
Her saying this is making me kind of wet. You know, this is giving me the whole vibe of this is giving me. You know, when Cardi B said, "I be loving my haters because, you know, they be downloading my song to talk shit about me, but it actually benefits me." I'm sorry you had to go through that, but that is the energy this is giving me. Like, aw, you hit me. Aw, you're like a toy chihuahua barking in my purse. Oh my god, how petty is that? Dude, the kind of roasts that Taylor does to somebody she really, 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 really hates, I wouldn't want to be that other person. I mean, to be called the smallest man who ever lived for your entire life, to be called a chihuahua barking. Chihuahuas, man. Just another word, just another dog. I never really thought like we've had a golden retriever, and now we have a chihuahua. I think she's slowly turning into a dog lover. Like I never heard a Scottish fold or any of the cat breeds come into her songs. She's used dogs very particularly. Kind of makes you think, no? Wow, there's such a banger, man. Such a petty little banger. It's giving the kind of petty that was in Better Than Revenge. I love this Taylor. I love this Taylor. I love Unhinged Taylor. Bring her back. Bring her back. Okay, so what am I seeing? This is a beef on Charlie XCX? Seriously. What? 24 Brother, Sympathy is a Knife, rumor to be about. How did I never know about this? Am I a fake Swiftie? I don't get it. Like, is it really that deep for her to write a song about this? I'm not sure. Like, from the looks of it, it doesn't really feel that deep, but I'm not updated enough on the lore. Clearly, I need to listen to that other song. But not before getting a little cha-ching on our wish list.
I asked with the baby face. Oh, couple kids got the whole block looking like. Wow, I just want you on those 3 dogs that they could surf no hill.
Yeah, she really hates dogs. She's like, you call dogs your kids? Like, oh my god, if that's you, you go, girl. That's your wish list, not mine. Wow. Wow. The genius, or like the cultural reset moment, if you will, of calling emotional values or like emotional aspirations as your wish list in this economy. I don't know why people would like want to bother with like downplaying her. Like, by now, get in, loser. We're going shopping for the wish list.
Best friend who I think is hot, but thought doesn't know what I want.
Oh my god!
Want you,
Travis Kelsey! God, she's thinking of producing a whole blog. She wants to get pregnant so bad. Like last time, the last album she gave us like a jump scare. I'm having a baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. Okay, controlling myself. And this time she's like got the whole block looking like you. Is that her retirement plan to just like keep producing babies? I mean, do we mind Taylor and Travis looking babies? Get me more of that shit. But damn, she's like, we tell the world to leave us the fuck alone. Like, how irritated is she from us at this point? She's not hiding it at all. She's like, you leave us the fuck alone, and you do? Like, we're actually left the fuck alone? Wow. Can't imagine. That's a wish list. For a woman who has everything in life and yet nothing all at once, that's her wish list. Looks pretty dope to me. And this is why I say Taylor and me are very similar in many ways. My literal criteria for having a companion, a partner in life is bring me a best friend who I think is hot. What else do you want? Literally, what else do you want? That is all I need. A best friend who I think is hot. Because my hotness is anyways there. First she wanted sweet nothings. Now she has a wish list. Do you see why the right guy matters? Again, never imagine wish list is gonna be about Travis, but here we are. I think Travis is going really good with this. No wonder he was like the whole podcast like he's like, wow, this looks really good as a track record on me because she's written like amazing stuff. This was just so cute. I thought I had it right once, twice. She really wants to have a child. Even with the line, give you my wild, give you a child. Ah, sad times. But we're not in those sad times anymore. We're gonna have to look out for all the blocks outside Travis's home. They're gonna be populated, and how? You caught me off my guard. Oh, yeah. Wood. Now, wood is something I love the internet for because the kind of memes I've been seeing about what this could be. I'm super excited to see what this is gonna be because I'm kind of drawing a blank. So, like, there's only Bollywood that's coming to my head, to be very honest with you. But let's see. All the ill omens. Still in stitches.
knock on wood. Never did me any. Ties me and open my eyes, keep it open my thighs.
of your wood was new news. Oh God. Yeah, our father has good taste. Clearly, that's the message of the song. So we were not too far off, to be honest. Just that she's saying not even morning wood. This man is pure wood. Pure wood. Wow. Wow. She ain't gonna knock on wood. She's got her wood. Okay, very difficult to get through this song, by the way. It's too much fun. And there's no, like, we don't really need to guess as to what exactly is Travis's favorite body part about Taylor. It's clearly the thighs. With the T on her thighs, he clearly has a very favorite Taylor Swift body part. It's very evident. Ahmatized me. She's dickmatized. That's very apparent. Wow. She clearly got a best friend who she finds hot. His love was the key. Are you sure, Taylor? Are you sure? Are you sure it was love? Wow. This album so far has been everything I wanted and then some more. Being like, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Treats for everyone. For the entire world. Have it. Have it. So much fun. Next up, we have Cancelled. I saw Cancelled come up in another song as well, so I'm not sure if this is gonna refer to back to it, but I'm just very interested to see what this is gonna be about. New news. Why do they all have similar?
It would be, of course, me to the sun. Exactly who your friends are. Let's fucking off her. Could be just too smoke feet, baby. And poison thorny flowers. Then just be better at it. It's good. With you much too much to handle.
This again is a very beautiful callback to how we were talking about if a woman does a bad thing, it's probably because she even breathed the wrong way. Did you get too famous? Oh, you're giving charity, it doesn't matter. We don't care. Did you do this though? Did you do that though? You could have done thousand things. Did you do the 1001th job though? Yeah, I didn't think so. Even my friends, the girlfriends that I have, none of them have had a very nice childhood or like a nice upbringing. Like, all of them have gone through shitty stories. Stories where you're like, how did you survive that? And no wonder you survived that, because I see the kind of woman you've become. You've become a woman of integrity. You've become a woman who's kind, who's resilient, who's so empathetic, because you've been through shit, right? You understand how shit feels like, and you're always there for other people. And that's what trauma does to women. Like, it just somehow just catapults them to even greatness. And no wonder, like, Taylor brings this out. Like, I would want to dedicate this to my friends. Like, it's only when they're down at the dumps is when you really see your true friends. Like, that is so true. I love when people, like, I love when girls and I trauma bond, because then I'm like, we are sisters now. This has gone beyond friendship. We're sisters now. I think this is also like a prick to the person I was thinking would be referred to in the Ruin the Friendship. Just that when push comes to shove, when people are breathing down your throat and you're being cancelled, that's when you know how you're going to use your friends, how you're going to use your acquaintances. That's when it really shows, you know. And that person, BL, did I think a very shitty job of like using a friend for something that's that messy. I love the part where she said, they stood by me before my exoneration. They believed I was innocent, so I'm not here for judgment. Your people always know, right? They don't need to hear for the wait for the judgment, wait for the critiques to say. When you say something wrong has happened to you, they believe you. They don't say, okay, but what did the other person say? What does the other person believe? Those are the people who are worth staying by your side. And the matching scars one is so beautiful, because that shows that that person has been with you through this battle together. That's why they're your real friends. Definitely a banger. Okay, we're two songs down. One song closer to the song I'm dying to hear, The Life of a Showgirl. And then I'm free for the curse. I would have finally finished the entire album. I'm so excited. Honey.
When anyone needs to back off, cause I'm in saying that skirt on this blues. When you tell me I'm home nights down, when anyone calls, honey, when anyone calls me, back off.
Oh, this is so cute. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah. I feel like it's so beautiful that she's found someone who's clearly giving her a great time, if you know what I mean. I mean, like bed down, pick me up, baddest in the land. What's the plan? Can we take a moment to talk about redefining all those blues? All the Swifties who are watching right now, you guys know what blue color means, what the blue color represents in this fandom. Mm. Kicking indoors? Are you okay? Give me more. Wow, they should take a house insurance or something like that. Like I'm not sure what's the kind of, because clearly they're breaking things. All right, so we have come to the much awaited song. You have no idea. Ever since I came to know that the feature is Sabrina, I wanted to start with this song, but I've somehow held my patience. I'm literally hanging by a hair today. I am beyond excited to listen to this song. You have no idea. I'm just gonna wow. I'm just gonna soak it in. So don't be surprised if I don't say a word the whole song. Like I might be too gagged. Kismet.
Baby of the family, and then throw me away.
Wow. Oh my god. Of course. I was expecting this theme. But I was expecting this theme from like Elizabeth Taylor or something like that. But there's always the lucky one sort of a song that always comes up where, or a Clara Bow sort of a song that comes up that talks about being a showgirl, and how could you not, like the title track, how could you not bring that theme up? And what a beautiful way to bring Sabrina in. And the flip that always happens right after the bridge. And again, like a very personal connect of how I dream of being an actress someday. I'm not saying exactly the glamorous kind. It will be great if I am the glamorous kind because clearly I've got the wish list for it. But I just wanna, I love emoting art. That is what I wanna do. So, when I hear this and like I have been a stage performer pretty much all my life. Like I don't have stage fright when it comes to dancing, singing. You ask me to talk, I might fumble. You ask me to memorize something, I might fumble. But I feel like I'm a born performer, and still I have a lot of like issues, and then I'm always waiting for someone to motivate me. But the only way in is like, you know, despite what it, I mean, it's not a the life of a showgirl is never easy. It's pain hidden by the lipstick and lace and like under the glamour, under the shimmer. But what other pain would you want to have, like as a performer, as somebody who loves to be on the limelight? Like I think Taylor's older videos also would say that I don't really, that's the life I prayed for. I prayed to be this famous. I prayed to want fans to be there, sing my songs and relate to my songs and feel what I've been feeling, and give it a new meaning. And now that I have it, I can't really call it a problem, right? This is what I prayed for. They leave us for dead is such a poignant line because I keep being pulled back to the Lover interview that she did in Miss Americana, where she was like, our shelf life is not there beyond 30. You have to constantly reinvent, do what not. And sadly, that's how she's still relevant, right? She's changed herself so many times. Like TTPD, Midnights, The Life of a Showgirl, Red, 1989, Taylor Swift, Speak Now, Fearless, Reputation. These are such like Lover, Folklore, Evermore. All of these are such like, can you imagine them as personalities? They're so different. They're such different people. Like it's just baffling to me how she keeps up with Taylor. A perfect 13 on 13. I didn't come across a single song I didn't enjoy, to be very honest. Like this entire album feels so cohesive sonically. The lyrics are slapping as usual. Um it's more upbeat, yes. I'm like, right off the bat, if I have to tell my top five, okay, this is difficult because I have a very bad memory, but I have been hooked from the Fate of Ophelia. I feel like Fate of Ophelia, you shouldn't have started with that big, yeah. That song just got me. That song had me in a chokehold. I'll tell you the ones I liked. I won't be probably able to place as a top five or something like that because I really can't rank them. But I love the Fate of Ophelia. I think I have to familiarize myself to Elizabeth Taylor. I loved Opalite. Father figure, it's really good, but I think again I need like re listening to it. Eldest Daughter will be something I'll cry to, so I'm not really putting it here, but that'll be something that I really hold close to my heart. So not exactly a, I mean, these truly vulnerable songs I usually keep it to myself in like, for like my solitude, and not exactly for the boppy ones. I'll just pull out the boppy ones for now that I would like re-listen to at every point I get. Ruin the Friendship again gives me a very Forever Winter kind of vibe. And Forever Winter, it's a very, if I'm doing some chores and I just want to be in a melancholic yet pleasant sort of a headspace, like I'm not really sad, but it's just not great either. I'm just in a very gloomy situation. I think I'd play Ruin the Friendship there. Just going back on life and like regretting all the kisses I didn't take. Um, Actually Romantic is something I would definitely play. Uh, I think more than Actually Romantic, Wishlist and Wood are definitely making it to my playlist. I mean, they're definitely on the top five. They're such good songs. They're such boppy songs. I don't think I can ever like sit quietly just listening to them. Actually Romantic is very like, this is why we can't have nice things, like it feels very like so probably on a bop level a little lower, but definitely Wishlist and Wood though. Like I'm a fan of such songs. Like you can clearly understand why I'm a Sabrina Carpenter fan. Cancelled, a good song, but again, not really making it to my list. Honey is ah yeah, it's just very sweet. So a little slow for the kind of setup I want to do, and The Life of a Showgirl is a very like curtains closing sort of a song. Beautiful way to end the entire album. What a packed album. Like clearly you don't need more songs on this. Like this is precise. This is perfect. Every song has such meaning, and I'm just trying to understand like from the life of a showgirl. She's covered Travis definitely, and as a wood, and how the curse is broken, the prophecy is broken now. Wow, I'm really surprised that like I'm not surprised, but it's very beautiful that when she was writing this album, she anticipated getting married, and now she has the ring like after the podcast. So like, this is really beautiful. Like, why do I feel like she kind of dropped hints? Like, I know a ring is on the way. And Travis is like, fuck. So I need to get a ring. He's like calling Jason. He's like, what do you think, man? What do you think? And yeah, Wow, what a listening party. I'm sure I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, what the fuck are you saying? You really did not rank that. You really did not rank that. How did you not get this line? Why did you not talk about this line? Why did you not pay attention to this? Because I have like 1,000 open tabs here that I caught in between the songs, but I couldn't really stop because I don't know why. Um, but I'm definitely gonna think over it and we're gonna discuss this in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And there's another rumor in the market that Reputation wall tracks are going to be released. So, what are we asked to be on standby for? I'm not sure, but I am so ready. Like, bring it the fuck on. If that happens, we'll see each other again. Until then, okay, wait, I need to show my outfit once again. Bye.